It's now 25 minutes after 6 o'clock here on this fine, overcast Monday morning in Kingston. Good morning to you wherever you are.
Is it overcast or the Sahara dust?
It's been overcast because we've been having a bit of rain, and I think it will continue into about tomorrow, possibly Wednesday as well. So walk with your umbrellas, folks, and be prepared. It came down heavily yesterday in Kingston. Just, you know, it was overcast. It was there for a while, and then bang.
Yeah. And on our way back from Ochi, it actually rained heavily.
Yeah.
I was surprised when I got to Kingston that it wasn't raining, but yeah, torrential rains. I was like, wow.
Definitely. But we have the rainmaker herself. Hey, good morning. How are you?
I don't know about all
Hi, TK.
People that have roof problems, you know, are saying, TK, you caused the rain. I did not. I don't know what Dennis is speaking of.
You have to say two pan, man. Say two pan and give God the praise and the glory.
Amen. Amen.
And then you just sing too. I love the pit, patter of the raindrops. I love the buzzing of the bees. But the thing I love the best is the very best. Is to know.
It's to what?
Is to know.
It's to what?
Is to know that God loves me. I love the pit. Yeah, sorry.
Everybody knows. No, they're like, nah,
they're singing it in their home right
Yeah,
now.
they are
They're
right
singing
now.
it in the shower right now.
Right?
Yeah.
right.
You see the alarm just go off a while ago. I mean, somebody out there want to punch the sky a while ago. Thump them bedhead and thump the wall. And that song just give them a vibes. We just know it. Big up.
That's right.
That's right.
Time to go.
Let's go. All right. First up in the headlines, new administrative building for St. Anne Health Department opens. A new $383 million administrative building for the St. Anne's Health Department has opened, it was opened on Friday. The facility, funded by the Ministry of Health and Wellness and the NHF, includes modern workspace amenities. Minister Tufton also opened a $98 million regional health facilities maintenance unit. The government plans to expand health infrastructure, including a new health center in Ocho Rios. These developments aim to support the growing population and ensure quality health care. The NHF contributed $100 million to the administrative building, part of a broader $3.1 billion for health projects.
NHF, National Health Fund.
Wow. I really like that fund, you know.
Yeah.
And I really think it's so beneficial to so many Jamaicans who have diseases and ailments that they require medication maybe for the rest of their lives. And it really does give them a discount, a huge chunk off of, you know,
significant
reduction in their cost. And I really, it's one of those funds that, you know, I'm actually very proud of it and happy for it. And I want to implore those persons, if you have, you know, diabetes or hypertension or even cancer.
Go to your doctor, fill out the form,
and get your NHF
go
card.
and get your NHF card. Like it is significant. As someone who, you know, collects people's medication, I see the difference. I see the difference in the before figure and the after figure.
It's like, whoa. Like you literally see it, you know? So big ups to the. But I love this for our country. I love this for Jamaicans. Whenever we can have amenities, infrastructure that go toward better health care, providing better health facilities for our people. I love that. I just ask that we take care of it, that we maintain it, that we respect it, and go there and use it, you know, properly.
The thing is, you know, it's an administrative building, but the truth is that there needs to be proper systems, proper administrative processes, management and maintenance of the other facilities. And so let's not underestimate the significance of proper administrative structures in public organization, in the public sector. These things are needed. And so I suppose that was a gap that was identified in some gap analysis somewhere. And it was determined that, look here, in order to make St. Anne work better and serve better, we need this hub for everything else. And so I think that is a significant positive.
I think what's great too, and what's important as well, is to not just have these health centers or have this administrative building, but have them at a level that it's comfortable to be at. It's comfortable to be in. So it's one thing to say, no, but you have a health center right there, but what's the state of that health center? What's the state of the office that I have to go in and work in? And so to put some focus on this and bring a higher quality of work and quality of life to the people who it affects, I love that. So and it's good to see when the funds are going to something that you can say, yes, I love this initiative.
So while it's not like a new hospital that they've opened, but for instance, the $98 million regional health facilities management unit, because we have a problem. We've always said we have a problem in Jamaica where we build things but don't manage them well. And then within a few years, they're run down. So you do need proper systems to manage the assets that you have.
Absolutely. All right, so next up, Todd's wants authorities to crack down on lewd music instead of PPV audio equipment. President of the Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services, Todd's Hector Newman, is urging the Transport Authority to prioritize cracking down on the playing of loud and lewd music in public passenger vehicles, PPVs. This, he believes, is more logical than targeting operators for the installation of non-standard audio equipment. Under Section 15 of the Transport Authority regulations, PPV operators are prohibited from using flash drives, Bluetooth devices, CDs, or any equipment capable of playing back audio or video recordings outside of standard AM or FM radios.
I hear the point that he's making. I've not made up my mind as to whether or not I agree with him. The Transport Authority's primary purpose is enforcement, right? And you have to decide, what can we enforce? Can we enforce playing of lewd music or not playing of lewd music? Or can we enforce you're not supposed, if you operate a public passenger vehicle, then you should not be retrofitting it with all of these
speakers
things to play loud and lewd music. You understand? And therefore, if you have it in your vehicle, then you can play these things. So rather than trying to enforce the playing of the thing, let's enforce
removing the things
having
that
the device.
Exactly. So because lewd now, it becomes very subjective. Because what is lewd to you may not be lewd to me. What is lewd? How we define lewd? Our freedom of expression. Okay, so you find that offensive. Well, I don't. But if I tell you, don't put woofers or speakers or any enhanced
and playing
radio
from any device you're playing from jump drive and those things. You understand?
It's a problem. So I do agree with Dennis.
You understand? You have to enforce what is enforceable. And
cut out the gray areas.
Exactly. With policies, it doesn't make sense you design a policy that you cannot enforce. Because then that's a bad policy. It's just like any law that you can't enforce is a bad law. And a bad law or a bad policy is an affront to all policy, because one bad law means that people start disrespecting the law more, or people respect the regulation more, and then people just have a lax approach to regulatory frameworks in general.
Because if you have policy or laws that don't have teeth, then why have them? And as Dennis said, nobody's going to take you seriously. Like, yeah, man, there's another something.
Just another thing. So let's enforce what we can. But I hear his point, but I'm not.
But I would also like to appeal, though, to those public passenger owner drivers, persons, to be mindful of the lewd music that is being played, especially in the ears of children and the elderly and everyone. Remember, when you're driving the public, you're not playing the music for yourself. You are a servant of the public. You are serving the public on your own time, in your own private car, when you're going home.
Listen what you want to listen.
Whatever you want to listen to.
My hand is up.
Yes, but when you have public passengers in your vehicle, please be mindful of the music and the decibelic level that you're playing, because then it's the loudness. By the time you get to where you're going, your eardrum will ring out.
But Miss Kitty, what are you going to say to those PPV operators who say, but that's why they take my taxi, because I have this music and it draw the crowd and it make people come to me. That's my competitive edge.
Lewd music is your competitive edge?
Some of them will say it. It's about demand and supply. They do. They do say that. Hold on now. But here's my thing.
It's true.
Help themselves.
Here's my thing. There's a thing in there's a demand and there's a supply.
Right.
If the demand exists because there is a supply for it as well. And if the supply dries up, the demand, I think, in that regard, not all markets are like this, but the demand will dry up as well, because they know that if you going in a red plate taxi, you're not going to hear it. You understand? And the challenge that I have is the 76-year-old lady who goes into the vehicle and says, driver, what kind of music is this?
Or
Turn it
somebody
up.
with a migraine.
And him tell her one string of choice words from the garment industry. And I'm saying, that can't be the right thing.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. My thing is, you have to help people to help themselves. And not everything that somebody wants, they can get. And I do believe, I don't take the taxis, you know what I mean? But I think that most Jamaicans want the quiet and just the decency. Most people who are traveling public passenger, they would just want the decency.
That's the majority. That's the majority.
Look at who want the dirty judgment. Go on our back. Yeah, stand up outside. But please, remember the children, remember the elderly, and remember there are law-abiding, decent citizens who just want to get to their location peacefully and nicely, okay? Thank you. Furthermore, you need to hear when them say driver stop, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Or when somebody's calling to you or, honking the horn or whatever it is, right? So please, just turn it down.
Indeed.
Thank you. Right, good job. Thank you, TK.
Absolutely.
Looking so wonderful. Love your colors.
Thank
you look
you.
like an ear hostess in the morning. Like she's gonna say, this flight takes you over water.
Do the blow.
Yeah, take a moment to locate your nearest exit, which may be behind you. Your oxygen mask will drop from the ceiling. Put your mask on first and then help others. Yo, the Purser girl, them big up girl.
Big up.
I gotta tell
Big up.
Lorraine and our crew, I gotta tell you. The Air Jamaica girls, them. The Purser member. Good morning. My name is Khadine Hylton. My name is Khadine Wilkinson, and I'm your Purser.
That's right.
And them girl, they are walking up in this, them glide silly.
Back in the day.
Air Jamaica ladies.
Air Jamaica. Good morning, anybody who was an Air Jamaica lady. If you were an Air Jamaica lady, drop it in the comments and
American
represent.
Airlines them time there, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
or British Airways them time there, yeah.
Oh, God,
Good morning.
British Airways,
I gotta tell you, your
All right.
hostesses. Now that's it for headlines and for our nostalgic, throwback, right? This morning, coming up, we have you ever heard a financial checkup? Yeah, we do doctor checkup all the time.
Sound.
Yeah, sound your pocket.
Sound your pocket.
Sound your pocket, right? Well, guess what? Carlton will be covering that and much more right in Money Masterclass, brought to you by
Guardian Life.
Right after this, don't go anywhere. It's CVM and it is Sunrise.